everything that you need to know about macros as a beginner. Start understanding and getting familiar with the things you're eating and the things you're putting in your body and what those foods are containing. Hey guys, so today I wanted to talk about macros, getting to know what they are, why we need them. We're gonna go through that today and hopefully you'll learn something. If you have any questions, go ahead and leave a comment down below and I'll respond to all of them. But yeah, let's just dive right into it. And I'm going to try my best to stare at the actual camera and not myself. Also, if you hear rain in the background, it's raining, but I feel like it probably sounds kind of nice and peaceful. I was gonna record this outside and it's raining, so I'm like, okay, let's just like chat in the car. So that's what we're gonna do. Cool. So what are macronutrients? So macros is macronutrients, but a lot of people only call them macros. We need macronutrients for growth, strength, energy, things like that. Macronutrients are the nutrients that we need in larger amounts. So the three macronutrients are protein, fats, and carbohydrates. Protein is needed to build. So the way muscles even grow in the first place is we tear them through exercises. We make little tears in the fibers of our muscles, and then we build that back up through the food that we eat. And if we don't have enough protein, then we're not really building back up. And it doesn't really matter how much you exercise and how much you do resistance training, strength training. If you aren't eating enough protein, that muscle really isn't going to build. So for all of these, I'm not going to tell you how much to eat of what thing, because honestly, it depends on everybody. I'm 5'3", pregnant, and 150 pounds, and you could be 5'11", a guy, and you may be exercising way more than me or way less than me or whatever it may be. Oh, I have to sneeze. Oh, literally I have to sneeze all the time now. But yeah, so I'm not going to tell you like everything, but so the recommended just for maintenance level. So you're not trying to grow, you're not trying to get smaller, just trying to maintain the weight that you're at. You should be eating about 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight. So if I'm 150, I want 150 grams of protein. Obviously though, it's different for everybody. Like I said, I'm pregnant, so I'm also trying to eat even more protein. So yeah, okay. Carbs and fats are used as fuel. But let's just start with fats. Some healthy examples of fats are nuts, oils, milk, avocado, fish. But what a lot of people don't realize is there are 3 types of fat. So there is unsaturated fat, saturated fat, and then trans fat. Sorry, I don't know why I was blinking. Trans fat is really what we want to stay away from in general, because that's all the fried foods, calories that we're consuming that isn't really, we can't really use it to our advantage, and it's more just storing fat. Trans fat we want to stay away from, okay? Saturated fat is similar to trans fat, but not nearly as bad. So there will be saturated fat in the types of meat that we consume. And then unsaturated fats are the healthy fats. So the avocado, the nuts, the olive oil. And these fats have tons of benefits to our health, our hormonal health, our skin, our acne, our physical health, etc. Now we'll move on to carbs. So what are carbs? Why does everybody say, every uneducated person, why do they always say, oh, cut out carbs completely? Or like carbs are the enemy, all this stuff. It's not true. Like, it's literally not true. So carbs are the main fuel source for most diets. A lot of diets are different. People can go on keto, people could do, whatever, but carbs are a really great fuel source to have. And we can find that through starchy foods like potatoes, also grains, whole grains, fruits and vegetables, beans, lentils. So there are 2 different categories of carbohydrates though, okay? There are simple carbs and then complex carbs. So simple carbs are made up of only 1 sugar molecule, okay? So this means that it's easier to digest and it's not going to fuel us for a longer amount of time or as long as a complex carb. Simple carbs include like syrup, candy, sugar, all that good stuff. but it's not really good for us. And complex carbs are what I was talking about. They are a string of sugar molecules, so they take longer to digest. Starchy vegetables, fruits, whole grains, oats. The whole point of using our food as fuel and using our food to our advantage, not just eating just because we want to eat. Like, we're eating because we're a living organism. We need these nutrients to get stronger and live a healthier life for not just our physical outward appearance, but also our organs and so many other functions of our body. We want to get the most out of our fuel. So that is one reason why complex carbs are so much more beneficial than the simple carbs. You're using it as fuel as long as you're burning off the fuel as well. So yeah, that is a quick beginner's guide to macros and kind of what they are and what that even means. Start understanding and getting familiar with the things you're eating and the things you're putting in your body and what those foods are containing. I use MyFitnessPal. I don't use it every day. And also, since I'm pregnant, I don't really at all. I haven't. I basically would just every couple weeks, like maybe once a week or every other week, I would hold myself accountable by tracking like for 2 or 3 days in a row. Keep a food diary, because then being self-aware and knowing what you're eating may help you realize, whoa, I'm only getting like 40 grams of protein a day. Like, maybe that's why I'm not gaining any muscle or any tone or definition. Or, oh, I'm barely getting carbs or fats in. Okay, that makes sense why I'm always tired, why I'm always lightheaded. You know, whatever it may be. And it could be other reasons too. I'm not saying it's only because of macros, but there's so many benefits to just being aware of what you're putting in your body, because it's your body, it's nobody else's, and no one else can track this for you. It's really like your responsibility. But I intuitive eat. So since I have an understanding and I am aware of what macros are and what foods are better for me and things like that, I just intuitive eat. And you could do that too. It's really just up to you and experimenting. But if you don't experiment, then you'll never learn. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you learned a little bit. And like I said, leave some questions in the comments below. And other than that, give this video a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you guys so much. Love you. Thanks for supporting me. And I will see you in the next video, okay? Cool.